How could you betray me like this? To think I loved you once. Ugh.
Oh, well, if it isn't my goodish friend, Skinny Arms, skulking outside my chamber door on the off chance you might bask in my stout-hearted, rock-ribbed emanations, no doubt. Well, today is your lucky day. Excellent, as always, Skinny, excellent indeed. Well, almost excellent. I seem to have been somewhat let down. Ah, Skinny, I can't hide it any longer. As the Sandrocker I respect the most, and whose demeanor is also the most pen-like in disposition, perhaps it would ease my heart to confess to you. You see, I was action rolling over to my mirror after finishing my new 10,000 squat routine to check my post-workout pump, when I discovered to a mix of glee and horror. My muscles are now too burgeoning to be contained by the surface area of my mirror. And in my moment of despair and anger, I killed it. My mirror. I broke my mirror, Skinny. I smashed it to 1,000 pieces. You must understand these muscles, this perfectly crafted form. They do not come cheap or easy. No, they need constant care and attention. People have labeled my physique quantum musculature, as only through observation does it take a defined shape. But I digress. The undeniable truth is, my gains have been exceptional lately. Look at my pecs. No, I mean really look at them. Oh! It seems then you understand the urgency of the situation. So, without a full and complete view of my body, I cannot truly know whether or not I've maintained my expected level of perfection. I need vision. I need a true view of my developments. Hey, buy me dinner first, will ya? A bold move, though, Skinny. Dig that mindset. But hark, let us save our caressing for a date sometime after I have solved this conundrum of mine. A larger mirror! Oh, but why stop there? Not just larger, better, faster, stronger! The most advanced mirror known to man. Yes. But a pinnacle of scientific achievement such as this, you'd only be able to build something so advanced with the assistance of the research guy. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. All right, Skinny, here's the plan. You run over to the research guy's house and order up an extra jumbo high-tech mirror. Meanwhile, I'll sit around and wait for you to build it. The ever-reliable Skinny Arms. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Off to the research building then. Chop chop. My muscles aren't going to gawk at themselves, you know.
We get dealt one hand.
Oh, it's
Ain't
just
no
you.
changing the cards.
Sorry, you scared me. I am a bit on edge. Today, when I woke up, I discovered someone stole my builder's
You
license.
can't change the past.
I can't take any commissions
But with
without it.
Telesis,
Huh? What did you say? Criminal mastermind? Let me see that letter. Chicken liver?
we can change
Stupid
the future.
goggles. My goggles aren't stupid. They're in style. And some criminal mastermind. They couldn't even get the letter to the right person. This makes things
Good
worse than I
morning,
thought.
everyone.
The Civil Corp should hear about this right away. Hey, wait a sec. You're a key witness in this case. Can you help me out and gather some evidence? I knew I could count on you.
Today, we'll be talking
What can we
about
do?
Do unto others
What can
before
we
they
do?
do unto you.
Got it. I feel like I can't even think straight without my license. My license must have been stolen this morning. I
Now,
still had it
don't
last
need to
night.
remind
Why
y'all
don't you
that
check with
San
people who
Roque
wake up
ain't
really
exactly the
early?
most
Maybe someone saw
luxurious of
something.
resorts.
I'll go talk with the
That's
Civil
simple.
Corps.
Yeah, I like to lead by
It ain't
example.
fair, I hear from time to time.
Howdy! How'd you find the latest sandstorm? Is that so? Most folks take a lot longer to get used to them.
Life ain't fair.
Glad you aren't scared.
Sure, I'd like
But don't
a
forget
fancy
to be
old
careful
rough
out there,
machine,
alright?
But you don't see me
Sandstorms are
complaining.
nothing to mess around with. Hey,
We
since
get
you're
dealt
here,
one hand.
let me tell you what
Ain't
I've
no
been
changing
working
the
on lately.
cards.
It's got to do with sandstorms, actually. Introducing the single action, near perfect, and dependable
can't
weather
change
and
the
arid
past,
lint limiter.
But with Telesis,
Also known as the sand wall. Once installed in your home, it'll be your last and only line of defense against the worst
We
flying
can
sands
change
of the
the
free
future.
cities. Yeah, okay. It's basically just a regular wall to help keep the sand from a storm out of your yard with the press of a button. But,
Morning,
I
whatever
like to lead by
works, right?
example.
Anyway, the prototype is almost finished. I've sent some of my diagrams over to Mian, and say, you want in on this
Today,
little
we'll be
connivance?
talking about
I'll even
sure.
sweeten the pot for you. Bring me the stuff we're missing, and I'll get you a sand wall at your workshop on the house. Great. Well,
Now, I
if it
don't
turns
need to
out you can
remind
help,
y'all that San
come
Roque
find me
ain't
over at
exactly the
Construction
most
Junction.
luxurious of
then we can start
resorts.
turning that workshop of yours into the home of your dreams.
It ain't fair, I hear from time to time.
A ransom note? For Mian's builder's license? Well, have you tried asking Jasmine if she saw
Well,
anything?
life ain't
She does a
fair.
lot of the mail delivery
Sure,
in town.
I'd like a
I'll
fancy
be on the
old
lookout for
flying
that thief as
machine,
well.
But you don't see me complaining.
Uh-huh.
Now that's
Greetings! Looking kinda thirsty. Need some water? A ransom note? Theft of a legal document? A new super criminal setting their sights on Sandrock citizens? Forgive me, but this is a lot to take in. I haven't seen any suspicious activity, and I'm usually pretty vigilant, as I think everyone knows. Then again, this morning I ran into Cooper, who had a long anecdote to regale. A very, very, very long anecdote. Well, I won't let it happen again. You have my word. I will have my eyes all over Sandrock, and I won't so much as blink until we find this criminal. Catch you later.
What letter? I never saw anything like that. Maybe it's just a prank. Forget about it. Killer? Ha! That's nonsense. Ransom letter? Why, of all the cotton-picking nonsense, ain't no criminal mastermind. Killer E? Ha! That's the stupidest name I ever heard. Just one of them kids let their imagination run away with itself, that's all. I ain't heard nothing about no ransom letter. And even if I did, I didn't. So quit asking. Get that letter out of my face. Don't try to make me read. Howdy. Hmm. Yeah? Hmm? Uh-huh. Hmm? Yeah? Hmm? Yeah? Howdy. Yeah? Yeah?
Greetings. Make any novel scientific discoveries today? The homunculus man has once again requested the design for an item far, far beneath the technological requisition standard of anything produced at this research center. The last time he asked, I meticulously surveyed the exterior of my building to see if perhaps someone had mistakenly put up a sign reading furniture store. As I had originally hypothesized, no such sign existed. The only logical conclusion I've been able to draw based on the available data is that Mr. Penn believes us to be his personal furniture acquisition assistants. Which is particularly perplexing when taken into consideration that there is in fact already in this town a carpenter, albeit of dubious competency. Sometimes I wish that homunculus man would just... Yes, I believe I know a way, with your help, to indeed assure ourselves that we will be making no more mirrors, at least not for our mutual associate, Mr. Penn. Expect a diagram in your mailbox within a day or so. Thank you for this discussion. It has been most enlightening. Good luck.
I apologize. I tried to talk to City Hall to explain the importance of your work as assistant, but they would not listen to me. Sandrock's official wage for assistant researcher is pitifully small. I decided to increase that to the average salary for an assistant in Vega 5. Please accept.
Oh, thank you.
Good evening. I hereby declare this fireside meeting to be in session. First order of business. It's true. Our Civil Corps and builders were able to disperse the Geeglers in a surprise operation. In the process, the Shonash Canyon Bridge was destroyed. All parties involved performed bravely up against great odds, and ultimately their actions led to the safety of Sandrock amidst the very real threat of invasion from the Geeglers. The most difficult days are behind us, but our job is not done. Before more water can be shipped to us from Portia and Atara, we need to rebuild the railway bridge. Pronto. I have asked Heidi to head this enormous effort. It'll be a difficult undertaking for her and her team. City Hall doesn't have enough budget or stores to ensure a speedy completion. We have reached out to the Alliance for help, but we cannot entrust our future to handouts. And so, I ask my fellow Sandrockers to help in any way you can, be it construction materials or money. I've already directed the church to give as much as we could.
I can provide materials.
Yes. I reckon we can all do our part in expediting this process. Why, it makes me pleased as pie to see such a unified Sandrock as we face an adversity of this magnitude. For those willing, might I bring your attention to the donation box here, just to my right? Every little bit helps. And, well, I don't doubt we church folk will be able to think of some kind of reward for people who are able to donate the most. Well, I do believe that's about all there is to say. Builders, be ready to hear from Heidi sometime real soon, I reckon. Everyone else, just do your best to help out. Meeting adjourned. Conserve water.
Hey there! I hope you had a better night than I did. I'm about to crash. After the meeting with Matilda, I went straight home and pulled an all-nighter working on ideas for the new bridge. But it was worth it! I've got designs right here to prove it. This is going to be a huge undertaking. Who knows how long it's gonna take? But the only way we're going to make it happen is if everyone gives it their all. So, I need you to construct the bridge's load-bearing trusses for me. You know, the upper frame structure? We'll need 2 of this design to stretch across the canyon. Here, my team will be working with Mian as we build the base of the bridge. In the meantime, try to get that frame done. I know I said this was going to take a while, but we've been consulting experts on how to speed up the process, so I want that frame finished even before we're ready to install it. If you do finish before us, check out the commission board. I'll be posting all sorts of bridge-related commissions, and every little bit helps. In any case, I'll be curious to check out the frame once you built it. Come show. Okay, that's all I got for now. Good night. We can do this. Any luck with those materials? Hmm. Hmm.
Wow, thank you so much.
Oh, hi! How are you? Oh, Peach! A criminal mastermind? This sounds like one of my mystery books. Cool! I mean, oh no! But I didn't deliver this letter. I always remember the addresses on the letters perfect, so I never take a letter to the wrong house. The bad person must have delivered the letter themselves! Wow, I was in danger!
Skinny, this is glorious! The precision, the craftsmanship, the definition. I mean, just look at that veiny vascularity. You can't possibly know what it's like to have something you've worked so hard to create finally be right in front of you. Something made by your own blood, sweat, and tears. To be a creator. Leave me, Skinny. I need some time to bask in my glory. You'll get your check in the mail. You beautiful human being. You altruitous specimen. You altruitous specimen. You magnificent beast. You magnificent beast.
Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah?
This'll do it. Now I've got everything I need to start making the sand walls. You and Mian are at the top of the list. And as promised, you two are getting the hookups for a decent price. Just head over to my catalog at Construction Junction when you get a minute to start the process. It's on the page titled Sand Wall.
Ha!
Catch you later.
Not bad, not bad. These sketches, the minutiae of detail. I mean, hey, what's up? This? It's not what you think, really. No, really. This is actually not what it looks like. You have to let me explain. Truly, think of how many conflicts and stories could have been avoided altogether if the protagonist simply stuck around and listened when someone says, "Let me explain." Ahem. So, this is just a drawing of a model meant to show off some clothing ideas. Yes, it's Amira. No, I didn't draw them. And yes, she wanted to be involved. I'm a stand-up guy. You know that? And so is Pablo. Uh-oh. Indeed. Ironically, I seem to have been hoisted by my own petard, but I do so only to protect a young man's dreams. All right, fine. I'll come clean. Pablo asked me not to tell anyone, but no point in hiding it now. He drew up these wonderful designs for clothing and then buried his sketchbook in the sand. He says his dream is to be a fashion designer, and I don't really have a plan yet, but I just had to dig them up.
Please tell me you just wanted to recreate your childhood sandbox experience and you're not seriously digging up my... Ah. You are here as well, I see. I see you've managed to keep your mouth shut for all of 10 seconds, Ernest. Bravo. Drat. I wonder if the darling Vivi would find it too macabre to sew a zipper to your mouth.
Yikes! Look, it was an accident! And you were just on the way to somewhere else, weren't you?
Seems a bit off the beaten path to me. What luck? Yes, let's talk about luck, shall we? You like spilling secrets. Why don't you try your luck as a 2-bit paparazzi for some trashy Ataran rag? By the way, I read your article in Kids Today and it was pure real. Yes, apologies. I do have a tendency to lash out.
Thanks for your concern, but this is just kind of how we talk to each other. The way Pablo just rolls these snappy insults off the cuff, it's so impressive. I don't even take offense. I mean, if I could learn to write stuff like that for my characters, I think my next book could really make waves.
Beware, for when waves are made, the friendship may soon capsize.
See? It's stuff like that that makes me want to endure pretty much any amount of scathing critique.
Forgive me, Ernest. My impulses have gotten the better of me. But make no mistake, my decision to bury these drawings was not one of whim, but of careful consideration.
Back at his studio, he seemed absolutely adamant. But it seems he's already letting his guard a bit. I think me being here is probably not helping. Why don't you try talking to him? Well, I hate to cut our little run-in short, but I'm not feeling so well. How long can you leave yak milk out? Looks to be less than 24 hours. Oh, hey! I guess if Pablo doesn't want his sketches, you can have them. Here!
Yes, I'm feeling a bit ill as well. From your sickening performance, Ernest. Indeed. Claims to have an upset stomach, runs off like it's the 100-meter dash. At least limp a little, Ernest. I suppose he just whispered something infantile into your ear. Don't let Pablo give up on his dreams. I'm a little baby. Last part was ad-lib. He is young, naive, blind to the ways of the world, and he has everything given to him on a glitzy silver spoon. You think I would just give up on my dreams at the drop of a hat? No, only after being dragged through the dirt. Look around you. This town is a wasteland. Covered in trash and dust, this town is drying up, and with it, the last ounce of culture these people have ever known. A few of them don't even bathe properly, and that's one thing I don't need to gossip about. No, you'll know who they are. You can smell them. When life is on the line, when every day is a struggle, when each and every one of these yokels is wondering where their next meal is going to come from, there is no space for art, no place for beauty, no time for dreams. Thank you. Each time I hear such words, it gives my heart hope. And yet, with only a second thought, these hopes are again dashed to bits. Let me pose you a question. The drawings you saw just now, would you pay for such attire? Really? Huh. Well, you're not just being contrarian, are you? Heidi, Amira, Ernest, these are my admirers. Yes, it would be my honor to enhance their outfits. I could decorate them from their braided heads to their stiletto toes. Alas. Well, if you really like it, I suppose that means I have supporters from Atara, Sandrock, Barnarock, and now Highwind? I do wish the lovely Amira could have been from somewhere other than Barnarock, but nevertheless, it could be said that I have quite the national appeal, no? All right, darling, perhaps you've made something of a point. If, and this is a big if Sandrock were to become a more popular travel destination, mayhaps there truly may be a chance. A brand, a penthouse studio, a fashion show. Thank you. I await the day I can rally the call. Our discussion has been most enlightening. Let us speak more of this at a later date. Goodbye.
Hmm? Um... Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, the humanity! The bombacity! Oh, I told him not to do it! I told him that the abyss would stare right back! It's Penn! He's trapped! Just come quickly! Trouble down by the light shack! I mean, in the dormitory! He's stuck in the dormitory! Oh, thank the light! We're saved!
Howdy there. I need to ask your advice on a little something regarding a friend of mine who's in a real dilly of a pickle and... Oh, to heck with it. It was me. I wrote the letter, and I used my paw to deliver it. The guilt has been eating me up inside. It weren't meant for you, though. It was for me, Anne. I told my pa 50 times, don't give it to the builder. Repeat, do not give it to the builder. I guess hearing your name so many times got things jumbled up in that noggin of his. I wasn't aiming to cause trouble, honest. I just figured if I took her license, she'd have to take a breather. She's really been busting her buns lately, working herself to death. And if that happens, well, who's gonna go Yakima riding with me? But losing her license didn't help her relax at all. Now she spends all her time just moping around and never wants to do nothing no more. My plan didn't work one lick. I'm ready to face the music and tell her the truth, but there's just one more teensy little hiccup. I might have messed around and lost the license. I just went and confessed everything to you, so you're in on it too now, you hear? It must have fallen off my horse somewhere. Good. All right, now follow me. Let me show you where I was. Ah! It's you! Dang, you got me good that time. Say, how'd you like to get in on a little secret? Here's the scoop. I may or may not be in the possession of information that may or may not lead to the capture of something big, real big. Something simply known in the Yak Girl community as IT. But I'm afraid that's all I can say for now. I'll let you know how it goes. See ya!
Peace.
That's it! By Peach! You found it! Whew. light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe tonight I can finally get myself a half-decent rest. I can't believe this all flew so far off the handle. Maybe committing fraud ain't all it's cracked up to be. I'll go give this to Mion as soon as possible and tell her all what happened. I really hope she can find some way to forgive me. Say, you're a really good listener. And a good lessons finder to boot. You're all right in my book. Thanks for all your help. We should catch up again soon under less incriminating circumstances. And that's my story. I understand if you don't want to go riding with me no more, but I really was harboring good intentions.
Elsie, come on. You think I'd just forget all about our good times over one little mix-up? Riding Yakmol, greeting all the little critters? Whenever you drag me out of my shell, I always feel like I never want to go back. But I can't go out all the time. Doing lots of commissions is like my thing, you know? Honestly, nothing stresses me out more than getting behind in my work.
I didn't know it was like that. I'm real awful sorry.
Yeah, I mean, how could you know? Maybe just next time you're having a problem like this, can you try and find a solution that isn't an elaborate scheme?
Okay, I promise.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Builder, I got a real important, official Silver Corps commission for you. If you got the time for it. Well, if you're standing here talking to me, that means you must have time. Basically, all I need is an official Silver Corps deputy cap for the upcoming promotion ceremony I'm organizing. Oh, and you should join the ceremony too. Being all that's transpired recently, it seemed only right to make you builders honorary members of the Silver Corps. Which means you may very well be making your own deputy cap. That's right. The next deputy of Sandrock might even be you. Hey, don't look so surprised, partner. Even new members of the Corps can be considered for the position, and you really showed that Giggler boss guy who's boss. Anyway, I just wanted to commission a deputy cap for the ceremony. Whoever gets promoted gets the— All right. Hats off to you, partner. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Here's a recipe for making it at your work table. Come drop it off when it's made.
Yo-ho, Skinny! Fancy seeing you here in this city where we both live. How sick was that front flip? Ah, shoot! You're right, Skinny. That was a 9 out of 10 flip at best. I should always strive for perfection. That's what I like about you, Skinny. Always pushing me to be my best. But hey, just as I saw you running about through town and ambushed you, it got me doing something I almost never do. Thinking! We've been hanging out and chatting, and you're always giving me stuff and buying things. I'm starting to think we've become really good friends. I knew I'd be able to recognize friendship if it did indeed come along. So, hey, I think it's confession time. Remember how when we first met, I did a totally sick flip like I did just now and offered you a combat course? Well, the truth of it is, I don't really like teaching people anything. That whole tutorial shebang is really just an excuse for me to beat people up. Hard to believe, I know. But say, since we're friends now, why don't I give you a real combat tutorial? Maybe I can even offer you an introduction to Space Punch! Well, duh. Of course it's great. I came up with it. Come, Skinny, we have much work to do. All right, we're here. Welcome to Space Punch 101. I'll be your instructor. I hope you brought your pen. You don't really need a pen. That was just an icebreaker. So, the first thing about Space Punch is you take your hand like this and, Any questions? Come now, Skinny, don't be shy. If you never ask, you'll never know. Here, let me show you some more examples. Boop! Space Punch. Space Punch! Well? Oh, come on, Skinny. Don't patronize me. This is my first time actually trying to teach anyone something, okay? But normally I'm great at everything I do after trying for like 5 minutes, so just stick with me. I know what the problem is. I can't just space punch out of nowhere. Not without a target. Yeah, that's it. Follow me, Skinny. Behold as I use my fist to paint upon this canvas of sky. I'll rearrange your vestibules. Take that, you vile beast! Whew. Well, I think that will answer any questions you might have had. So, go ahead. Space Punch time! Go for it! Oh. Oh no. That's not it at all. I failed. For the first time in my life, I've failed. It feels... gross. It feels really bad. Dang it, Skinny. I failed you. My only friend, and I blew it. Makes me so mad, I just want to... Ugh. It's not okay, Skinny. I can't fail. What will people say when they find out? Deep breaths, Panel Boy. Just like the minister says. Take all those bad thoughts and push them down. Deep down. You know what, Skinny? This is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. You know why? Exactly. Everyone cares about what Penn does. Everyone's always got their eye on me, just waiting for that moment for me to slip up so they can laugh. But we won't let them know, will we, Skinny? That is good to hear, Skinny. Truly, you are a stalwart companion. Trustworthy, far beyond any length I could throw you. And believe you me, that's far. Very far. So it seems there really are things beyond even one such as myself. The glorious protector of Sandrock. You know, Skinny, I've never had someone I really considered a friend before. Furthermore, I always promised myself I'd never be friends with anyone who didn't have an awesome cape, but... You may... Seems I couldn't predict the future. Perhaps... there are many things I cannot do. Perhaps there is indeed a lesson here to be learned. When I got stuck looking into that mirror, failing today as a teacher, occasionally getting edged out in whack-a-mole from time to time, perhaps the lesson of humility I often preach was meant for me. Yes. Yes, that's precisely it, Skinny. I can't just take my own greatness for granted. Even though I've historically been ridiculously awesome at everything, and done so effortlessly, that doesn't mean it's always going to be so. I need to treat people better. I need to do something nice for Burgess. I need to write this stuff down. Do you have a pen? I know I said you didn't need one. I wasn't planning on having an epiphany. You don't? Ah, well. I'm sure I'll remember it. Hey, look over there! A rocket rooster. Watch me tie its neck in a knot.
Do you hear me?
Release me.
Can you hear my voice?
Told you 20 times I can hear You now release me. Stuck. Skinny.
I'm not sure we're getting through to him.
Stuck. So captivating. Could grate cheese on those abs.
He told me not to get anyone's help, but he's been like this for days. We'll save you!
Destroy the mirror. Too powerful.
You built this thing, right? Quickly! You have to turn it off or something. He hasn't eaten in days. Even my secret recipe mush with 11 invisible herbs and spices couldn't snap him out of it.
No, not turn it off. Skinny, destroy it.
Well, I guess violence is never the answer. Except when it is.
For your bravery today, Skinny Arms, I hereby award you the title of Assistant Protector in Training. Intended for recreational use only, it bears no legally binding authority.
I'm glad you're okay, but Pen, you need to be more careful. As I recall, I did tell you using electric light bulbs, aka artificial light, was one step too close to corrupted old world technology, didn't I? Got anything to say for yourself now,
Yes, I believe someone is owed an apology here.
Well, you don't have to.
But I insist, yes, perhaps Burgess, if you had simply trusted my judgment and destroyed the mirror like I asked, instead of bothering our friend Skinny, who's always got something on their plate. And it could have been avoided if you had been able, when the chips were down, to just show a little hint of humility.
But I...
Shh, 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 shh. Stay humble.
I'm sorry. I'll be more humble next time. Yippee!
Skinny, that was supposed to be an alley-oop. You're supposed to get him to do stuff for you before you forgive him. Well, maybe I could have been more clear. That's on me. In any case, I thank you, Skinny. You have done this world a great service. Aha! Aha!
Thank you.
Howdy.